beautiful, vibrant souls, and welcome to this lovely pick a card. This is intended to find out what your person is thankful for when it comes to you and your connection. At the time I'm filming this, we have Thanksgiving coming up in the States tomorrow, so if you celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. This is a timeless reading though, so you can, whenever you stumble across this, it applies. So yeah, like I said, this is to really look at why the person that you have in mind is thankful for you. This can apply to any relationship that you have in your life. So family, friends, romance. I try to keep it as open as possible. We have 3 options in front of us. We have option 1 with the bat spirit, option 2 with the vulture spirit, and option 3 with the turkey spirit. And I just want to mention really briefly, there's construction outside my house. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background a little bit. I'm trying to work around it, but things aren't perfect sometimes, and that is okay. So anyway, feel free to pause the video if you need time to meditate on the options and figure out which one connects best with your energy. When you are ready, go to the timestamps in the description box below and head over to your selected choice. Hello to everybody who selected group 1. Welcome to your reading as to why the person you have in mind is thankful for you and the connection that you share. I have already shuffled your cards. I usually like to try to shuffle on camera or at least do a mix, but your girl busted up her hand, so it is a little bit harder to shuffle. It takes longer, and I don't want you guys to wait here for an eternity while I do my version of shuffling right now, which is it's not pretty, I will tell you that. So excuse me. So if y'all were attracted to the bat spirit card, take a quick, a closer look, a peek. So it's really interesting. First of all, this is card 5 in case that's important or significant for you. And this one says a rebirth is assured. So when I started picking out the cards for this reading, I immediately knew I wanted to use the other 2 cards, the turkey spirit and the vulture spirit, but I was looking for the third option, and then the bat came out, and I laughed because I'm like, well, the vulture and the turkey are birds and the bat is not really, but it made me laugh because it was like this quirky kind of almost like sense of humor, right? So I feel like that's something, because it's like we have these two birds, and then we have like this bat, and I almost felt like it's like pretending to be a bird. It's like trying to pretend it's a bird while it's hanging upside down. So I feel like if you are attracted to this option, your person that you have in mind, first of all, really likes your sense of humor. You might not be, afraid to stand out from the crowd. With the number 5, woof, words. Come on, Vanessa. With the number 5 showing up, there we go. I feel like you're somebody who's not afraid of changes. You're somebody who's not afraid of, challenges, but I feel like you're not afraid to do challenging things or to be challenged, right? And I think your person really likes that. You might challenge them in a way that is like non-aggressive or non-inflammatory, so it's not, it's not kind of coming at them hard, but it's like you challenge their thought process. Again, I'm picking up very almost like Aquarian energy. Excuse me. You challenge them to see things from a new perspective, because this is almost giving me Hangman vibes as well. Like you provide a new way of being, a new thought process to them, and this inevitably brings, sparks change within them. Which is normally something that we as human beings really struggle with. But I feel like what I'm hearing is you make the medicine go down easy. It's like by virtue of you living your life in a very authentic way without, being, again, competitive, aggressive, inflammatory, and challenging in that kind of context, it gives them freedom and permission to explore other ways of being and explore other ways of thinking. I feel like especially too, your person comes to you when they are trying to reconsider something. So let's say your person gets into an argument with somebody else, I feel like you are the person they go to where they're like, hey, am I missing something here? This is what they said, and I think it's this way, but what do you think about the situation? Because they understand, excuse me, that you'll bring a different perspective, right? With this one saying a rebirth is assured, there's you'll bring a different consciousness to the same experience. And I feel like they always walk away from your conversations, your interactions, really feeling like, oh my gosh, I got the coughs today. Really feeling like they have gained something out of it. Like they've gotten that new perspective. They've gotten, they see it differently. And I feel like they feel like your presence in their life really enriches their life. And I'm almost getting this energy too, because I kind of had this like quirky energy. I kind of feel like on the surface, you might seem kind of like, quirky, sort of, I'm almost picking up Manic Pixie Dream Girl kind of vibes. And this is kind of like part of your charm externally, but you're the kind of person where once people get to know you and like sit down with you and have a deep conversation, you're very mature, very wise, very, very spiritually grown, and you bring a lot to the table, right? It's like you're the kind of underdog that just has a lot to offer, and this person really admires how much depth you have. So yeah, that's a beautiful start, but let's get into your oracle cards. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't stop coughing today. Okay, so sorry, I've got them all shuffled right here, or they've already been shuffled, all selected. Oh, I love this. You got synergy. So this is card 41. That's another 5. Again, the number 5 might be significant here. But this one says, the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. I love that. Yeah, and this is exactly what we were just talking about. Can you guys see that? I bumped the camera, I'm sorry. Yes, this is perfect. This is exactly what we're talking about. Again, I feel like not only are you kind of this really, really beautiful blend of different types of energy, but you really help people to see things from a new perspective. You really offer a different lens, a different viewpoint, and this really helps enrich this person's life. You've really helped this person to see a situation or many situations differently, and I feel like whether they tell you this or not, they always take your advice, they always take what you have to say. I'm also feeling your stories, like your stories are an example for them. They take everything that you say and they take it home with them, and they really take it to heart, and they kind of like, they meditate on it for a while and often implement aspects of your advice into their choices. And it really helps them open new doors, right? There's a lot of pink and a lot of like light green and yellow here. So this is a lot of like heart chakra, solar plexus chakra kind of energy, right? It really helps them connect to what is real and true to them at the heart and act on that and bring more of that into their lives. And they really, really appreciate it. It's kind of like this energy of like, you've really helped me, like it feels like they were blocked in some way, and the way you talk to them, the way you share your stories, the way you just like open up to them and share parts of your life has changed their perspective, has allowed them to kind of get unblocked in certain areas, and they're really thankful for that. I feel like if you were attracted to this group, they may not have said that, or like they may have commented on it, but it's like a passing thing of like, oh, thanks for your advice. It really helped, in XYZ situation. But it's not just, their external reality. It changes them from the within sides. It changes who they are. It changes their frequency. And I don't know if they're always consciously aware of this, but they are very grateful for it. So that's beautiful. Let's see what else you get. Again, sorry about all the construction. If you can hear that, it's driving me nuts. Ooh, okay. You got the dahlia flower with dignity. And the quote on this one is, a wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. That's a Confucius quote. So yeah, this is what I feel like. I feel like you challenge this person, but in a very gentle way. It's not like you're telling them, well, you should do this, you should do that. Even in moments where it's, their pride is maybe getting in the way, you never like shoot them down. You're never aggressive with them. It just feels like by virtue of you living your life the way you do and with the energy you bring to the table, you know, this authentic self-expression, I feel like, you know, you're very welcoming to other people. You're very open, especially when it comes to your journey, you know, very philosophical, very spiritual. You're very understanding of the ups and downs of the human experience is what I'm hearing. And just, you're very non-judgmental. That's the word. Eventually I'd get there. You're very non-judgmental, and this person really appreciates that, because I feel like you help this person to grow without triggering their ego, which is a really useful skill. So kudos to you. Good on you, group one. And I feel like they're just fond of you. They just like you. But they're also really grateful for you. Like, I feel it really deeply, where it's just like, you know, like, if this person hadn't, you know, said this thing, I might have, it's like almost this energy of like, I may have made this huge mistake, or I would have gone down this path, or I would have never, you know, taken this leap of faith. You did something, at least at one point, where there was like you helped them take the better path, and it really positively impacted their lives, and they want you to know that. So I love that. So let's see what else you get. You have time for a nap. This is card 24, so that reduces to a 6 in case that's important for you. You got this cute little fox. I'm just going to pull all the rest of your cards because it'll be easier to talk about. Ooh, okay. You have cleanse and detox. So this card says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. I like that. Lots of orange going on in these two cards. It's beautiful. Oh, you have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Oh, let's see if we can make this happen, you guys. Oh, you know what we can do? All right, we're gonna do this. Oh, look at her. It's a little crowded, but you know what? There's lots of love here. We got to make room. And for your tarot, you guys have the, I'm not surprised to see this, the 5 of Swords reversed, the 4 of Wands upright. Jeez Louise, I love this. And the Chariot reversed. Okay, excuse me. Right away with the Chariot, we have some Cancer energy, so that may apply. I love the fact that we have the number 5 again. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, so what I feel like here is, with time for a nap and cleanse and detox, you're a very healing person. You have a good idea of when to rest and when to work. I feel like you're also not afraid to honor your own needs, even if it kind of flies in the face of what other people think you should be doing. And I'm just saying that because we have this nocturnal creature here, right? So the bat's up at night, you know, tends to be reclusive and sleepy during the day. It's like you're not, you know, especially with this moon image, you're not afraid to kind of do things in a way that is healing and authentic to you. And again, this person really likes that. But also to your energy, the way you come across is very healing to this person. And again, it's like very non-aggressive. You're very open, very accepting. Like, I keep being shown the image of somebody, you know, when like you're little, your mom holds up a blanket and then goes to hug you and wraps you in the blanket, like simultaneously. It's that kind of an energy. Like, you're just very welcoming. You're very warm. It's very easy to talk to you. And especially with this butterfly image right here on the 4 of Wands, you make going through changes very easy, or much easier than they normally would be. And again, we have a 5, a 5, a 5. That's the number of challenges and changes. And it's like you make it easy to go through something that might be a challenging experience. I have, excuse me, with give your relationship a chance, I feel like you may have convinced this person to, you know, give a romantic option in their life a chance. or to, not leave a romantic situation, just like spur of the moment, like in a moment of anger. And if that's the case, this person is really grateful because the person they're with the Four of Wands, might have ended up being their spouse. You may have brought these people together. Or it's something like it's this energy of like they may have like wanted to walk away from, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but something that they loved, right? Something that they were partnered to, they were attached to, right? And I feel like they wanted to give up, and you kind of came in and helped them see another perspective. And they are so grateful here because with the Chariot reversed, they would have and the Five of Swords reversed, like they may have been fighting with this person or with people involved. So if this is a job, like really struggling with coworkers, they were ready to give up because they were ready to, like, it just felt like it was unsuccessful. And you convince them to see it from a new perspective, to come to the situation differently, to try to be very solutions oriented and focused. And they are so grateful because this situation brings them so much stability and joy and happiness. And it's like this is their home, this is their person, this is their path, this is their destiny, and they can't thank you enough for helping them transform, for helping them see the opportunities. Because it's like this energy of like, I would never have, like, I would have been so mad at myself. I would have been kicking myself for years afterward if I had walked away from this. You also may have met this person at a point in their life where they had a lot of like addictions or maladaptive behaviors. And I feel like they were getting to this like push comes to shove point where they had to do something different, right? Like something had to give. Because with the Chariot reversed in the Five of Swords reversed, it's like they were tired of going around and around and around. And I'm also noticing the pills right here too. So again, this could be like an addiction. And they were tired of repeating the same old cycles, but they didn't know how to get out of it. And I feel like you very gently led them through this transformation. And again, it doesn't have to be like substances. This could be like addicted to, escapist behaviors. This could be reading like books. This could be gaming. This could be, going out and socializing all the time to distract themselves. There's something here that was not serving them. And it's like you got them to see it from a new perspective and got them to kind of adjust their mindset and their behaviors accordingly. And they are so thankful. It's like this energy of like, you saved my life and you don't even know it. And if this is something where, this just happened or they haven't said this to you, they might not be consciously aware of this yet, but they can feel the gratitude. And this is something that over time, with further reflection, they're going to see everything unfold, right? They're going to see how, like, what a pivotal role you played in their life. If this is a romantic situation, I feel like this went through its trials and its challenges, and there may have been many points where it looked like it just was going to fail. You may have had to go through a period of separation, or there just may have been a lot of like unhealthy behaviors in this relationship that needed to be cleansed. And I feel like you generally, you generally handled it with a lot of dignity, and you saw the potential in the relationship. You saw the Four of Wands where they saw the Five of Swords. And I feel like, again, there's this energy of like, thank you for seeing what I couldn't. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Thank you for giving me another chance. Thank you for, again, like we talked about like welcoming and hugs, and I'm just noticing they're embracing. It's like you welcome them with open arms, right? So this, again, with all the fives here, you could have had a lot of challenges with this person. You could have gone through a lot of fights, and it's like you don't hold a grudge, right? Like you stand your ground and you're like, hey, we got to do things differently. You're really solutions focused, and you brought that to the table. And whether this is something they utilize somewhere else in their life or within the relationship with you, they are so grateful that you don't meet them with any spite, right? You don't meet them with anger. It's not vengeful. It's not resentful. It's not like, well, I'll take you back, but I'm going to make you pay, forgive but never forget kind of a thing. Like, you're just very graceful, very loving. And this person feels like when you give somebody another chance, you wipe the slate clean, like real tabula rasa shit. You wipe the slate clean, and it's like all of the struggles of the past, all the, past perceived failures, like they're cleansed, gone. Like, you don't hold on to things. You recuperate, and then you purge and you release. You're very comfortable with like that rebirth energy. I feel like you're somebody who just doesn't hold on to the past. You don't hold on to grudges. And this person really admires that about you. You're always looking to harmonize and always looking to grow and to collaborate and have the most spiritually collaborative relationships. And as a result, excuse my burp. As a result, you just like don't hold on to this past stuff. And this person really appreciates that. This person really admires that. And I feel like you have given this person some type of second chance, whether in the relationship with them, or in their own life. And with dignity coming out too, I really feel like you don't ever look down on people, and this person's really grateful for that. So especially with the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords is a challenging energy, right? If this person has not acted in their integrity, if this person essentially has acted like an ass in the past, they feel really badly about it. And I'm kind of getting the feeling they really appreciate that you're willing to truly release it. You don't hold on to that, and you're not like insistent on seeing them through the lens of who they were. You see them for who they are and who they are becoming, and you help them reach that new version of themselves. Especially with the image here where she's got her eyes closed. It's like you see the truth of people where they can't even see it for themselves, and you help hold space for who they are going to become. And whoever this is that you have in mind, that changed their life. I feel like they haven't really encountered that a lot in their life, and it's it kind of floored them, it kind of stunned them. You brought something to the table, and it changed the way that they not only interact with you potentially, but change the way they interact with other people with this synergy, right? So they may have been somebody who's very, my way or the highway, or who can get very stubborn sometimes. And it's like, just by virtue of being the gentle, but firm presence that you are, and just, being really, just kind of going with the flow, being very present, being very rooted in yourself. It's like you help them learn this new skill. You really taught them how to strive for this collaborative energy, and it allows them to drop their guard, right? Because I feel like the stubbornness from them, any aggression, any like anger, this is like, any with the Five of Swords, any like lashing out, this is a learned behavior. This is a defense mechanism. And it's like you get them to drop their guard. You get them to just kind of, like, I know you guys can't see it. I'm just like dropping my shoulders, like relaxing. You get them to relax themselves and their energy. And this allows room for healing, for detox, and for solutions to emerge, right? You help them reach that point. And I feel like that was an area they were really struggling in, an area that really, robbed them of a lot of happiness in the past. And they are so grateful that you guys have that kind of connection, or that you taught them that. So yeah, I think that is all I'm really seeing for the moment. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm grateful for you. And I am wishing you the best, the brightest, and the most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care, love bugs. Bye. Hello and welcome to all my vibrant souls who are attracted to group 2 with this vulture spirit. Look at that. So this is, I want to just mention briefly, this is card 63 that reduces to a 9 in case that's important for you. And this one says nothing is wasted. So right off the bat, this one has a very spiritual energy to me. I feel like you are somebody who is a very old soul. You're somebody who is a hard worker. So whoever this is that you have in mind, we're talking about what they're thankful for when it comes to you and your connection. They see you as this type of energy, right? Like I said, old soul, somebody who's a very hard worker. I know a lot of people don't like vultures. I personally love them. I think they're beautiful symbolically, especially with this idea of nothing is wasted. I feel like you're somebody who doesn't take anything for granted, and your person really, really admires that. You're somebody who takes setbacks in stride. Also, I forgot to mention, there's construction outside my house. I'm sorry if you can hear that on the audio. There's nothing I can really do about that. But yeah, you're somebody who has taken setbacks in stride in your life, right? And this person sees that about you. You and this person may have a very long history, but this person has been able to see you grow and mature through a lot of life experiences, right? And they see that you don't waste any opportunity. You're not afraid of change, because vultures obviously love, they're very comfortable with death. You're not afraid of change. Oof, excuse my burp. You're not afraid of transformation. And like I said, I feel like you take every experience you go through and you don't let yourself get stuck in it. You don't let yourself get weighed down. You take what you can take out of it, and you nourish yourself from that. You feed yourself from that. You build yourself from, the remains of what has happened to you, right? From all of the cycles that you've gone through, from all the people you used to be, you take the lessons and you learn them. I also feel like, again, you're somebody who you learn your lesson relatively quickly. Like you don't like, if you're attracted to this group, I feel like you're generally not the type of person who has to repeat the same cycle endlessly, right? It's not like over and over and over. It's, maybe you repeat it a couple of times, but like you generally learn your lessons relatively quickly and you implement change. I feel like you're somebody who's very honest, and you're somebody who's very focused on becoming the most authentic version of yourself. And this person really admires that about you. This person really appreciates that about you. So let's look at the rest of your cards. Normally I try to shuffle on camera, but as you can see, your girl busted her hand. So I had to amend my shuffling process, and it is not pretty. So I have already pre-shuffled all of your cards. So let's see what else you get. You've got communication. So this is card 14. That reduces to a 5, in case that's important for you. And this one says, the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, and to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Yes. So lots of that color. This one, blue. Lots of blue and green here. So lots of throat and heart chakra energy going on. There we go. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Oh, fantastic. So again, we have the number 5 showing up. You're somebody who's been through a lot of challenges, a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, and potentially a lot of setbacks. And interestingly enough, in group 1, 5 was a repetitive number. They got card 41. So if you couldn't decide between those two groups, there may be a message for you in that one as well. But this person really likes how you communicate. I feel like you generally will communicate very directly, but like with a lot of grace. Excuse me. With a lot of wisdom. This person likes to talk to you. They feel like, I get like this feeling they feel closer to their own heart-centered truth when they talk to you, right? Because again, I feel like you're somebody who's always striving to get to the most authentic version of yourself, the most truthful version of yourself. You're on a spiritual journey to really understand a piece of your soul in this lifetime, and you're very focused on that, whether that's a conscious choice or not. That's like a driving force for you. And this person really soaks up that energy, right, in your aura. You exude that, and that's, I think, why you exude that wisdom as well. This person really really admires how you flow through life, and they feel like they learn a lot from talking to you. I feel like too, if this person has a problem or is going through something difficult, they go to you with it because A, you might have some experience or something similar and you can kind of help talk them through it. But B, like I said, you're always looking for the lesson. You're always looking for, the silver lining. How can I use this to grow? How can I use this to better myself? It's like that kind of situation of like, you let them talk and you support them, but at the same time you're like, hey, this is really hard, but on the other side of this, you're going to be able to say that you did it, right? You're going to have this, and this for it. It's like you always see the bright side in the situation. You always see the purpose. That's a better way of putting it. You see the purpose in everything. And it really helps them to connect to that feeling that, suffering ends when meaning begins, or that no pain is without purpose. The universe never makes us suffer aimlessly, right? And this person, it's like you throw like one of those little lifesaver rings. It's like you throw one of those out there for them. You throw something out there for them when they're drowning. Because I feel like also too, you don't over enable people. And this is a really delicate balance, right? You share your wisdom, and it's like you throw somebody like a something to hold on to, a lifesaver in that moment, but you don't pull them out of their mess. You empower them to get themselves out of the situation. You empower them to grow from the situation. And that, again, is a very unique balance to have, and I feel like they really appreciate that. And I feel like with all the green here too, you do this in such a way that's very caring, or that's like you don't chastise people. You're not like, well, you fucked up, and so you have to, you made your bed, lie in it, kind of a thing. It's very much like, hey, we all make mistakes, but look at it from this perspective, or, you may have taken a wrong turn here, but maybe you should consider, trying this out, or like, it's just like you connect with what they're feeling in that moment, right? So if they're already feeling shame, they're already feeling down, they're already feeling scared, you honor that while also empowering them and not enabling them. And that's like, wow, chef's kiss. Absolutely beautiful. So let's see what else you get, because I'm liking this. Oh, you have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if this is a romantic situation, how's that? All right, that's not bad. If this is a romantic situation, I'm feeling like you might be friends with this person right now, or you might be in separation, or this relationship has had many cycles. Communication may be like an important thing. So whether you're not in communication, if you're not in communication with this person misses you a lot. But again, it's like they're seeing the purpose in separation. Communication may have been an issue in this connection before, but this person sees you as somebody who's not afraid to, again, evolve and change, somebody who's not afraid to work towards what they want, and somebody who's not afraid to wait for it, right? It's like you understand that, everything has cycles, good things take time. Yeah. And if this is somebody who, excuse my burp, I'm sorry. Oh man. If this is somebody who, you have your eye on, or you think they might have their eye on you, but it's like there's something kind of in the way, they don't mind waiting for you. They think you are somebody that's very high value and very much worth waiting for. If it's somebody that you used to, this is like an ex, you were with them and now you're not, it's like they don't mind waiting for you. So if this is like a separation situation, or you're kind of on ice for right now, I don't really get the feeling that they're entertaining other possibilities, because they understand that like your connection will go through cycles that are very significant spiritually, and they also understand that what I'm hearing is you're a once in a lifetime person, and you're the kind of person who is worth waiting around for. It's like nothing else will really do it for them. Nothing else will really compare. So as a result, they're like, yep, okay, I'll wait. And that might not be something they've ever been able to do before. So sorry about the construction, you guys. It's so loud. I want to pull the rest of your cards because I like looking at them all together. So we're going to do that if that's okay. All right, I'm actually going to move this over here. So you got 2 of these Botanical Inspirations oracles. You have the Red Rose. This one is Hidden Secrets, and the quote is, the 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And you have False Indigo. So this is immersion and intuition. It says, when you reach the end of what you should know, you'll be at the beginning of what you should sense. Oh, I love that. Here we go. And then we have Reward Yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. Sorry, I'm trying to make room for everything. It's hard. We have, yeah, there it is, Chop Wood, card 42, so that would be a 6, in case that's important for you. And then for your tarot, we have, the 9 of Cups. You guys. We have the Tower. This is super interesting. And then we have the 3 of Wands. Can I put it right there? All right, I'm sorry. I know it's a little jumbled. I'm doing my best. Okay. So I keep bumping into this thing it's like a little cardboard box next to me. Sorry if you can hear that. All right, so how this person really sees you. I want to mention we have hidden secrets and immersion and intuition. So there may have been this situation before, especially with communication here, where they were not honest with you. And this may have been something where this connection, like I said, is in separation, especially with this Tower energy. This connection is in separation, and they see you as somebody who is very intuitive and somebody who values themselves, right? Because we have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands here, as well as reward yourself. I feel like, and we have Chop Wood, right? So I feel like you're somebody who, like I said, is not afraid to do the hard work. You're not afraid to keep showing up. You're consistent. You're very intuitive, very spiritually aware. And I feel like this person may have kind of had a bit of a facade when you initially met them. And I feel like they figured out what I'm hearing is layer by layer, like issue by issue. They kind of had to strip away the mask, and I feel like this was very, very difficult for them. But they knew that they had to, because you would pick up on it if they didn't. And I'm kind of getting the feeling for this group that whatever the situation is, you may have cut this person off. You may have blocked them. Because it's like, I feel like you were ready to get down to brass tacks. You want, like, you've been working on this, or maybe you're naturally like this, but you're very aware of what it is that you want, right? And you're willing to work for it, and you're willing to wait for it with the 3 of Wands and the worth waiting for. Sorry, I'm like awkwardly gesticulating. I'm super having a hard time with this hand. But you're somebody who's willing to do that. And with the Tower here as well, you're somebody who can handle the changes, right? And I feel like, again, when these Tower moments happen, you learn your lesson, you take the value from the experience, and you move on. And I think it's really fascinating that the Vulture is like looking this way, isn't looking at any of the cards. So this is why I feel like you might not really be giving this person the time of day right now. You may have blocked this person. Because again, I feel like with hidden secrets, there is something here that this person was keeping from you. Or there was something where this person doesn't want you to know something about them. And I feel like it came to light, or like something happened here. And I feel like it changed your perception of them, or at least that's what they're afraid of. And now they're kind of waiting for their opportunity to try to win you back, right? Because with the 9 of Cups coming out and the 3 of Wands, you know, they're thankful for you because they see you as this 9 of Cups, this wish come true, right? And again, with the Tower and the 3 of Wands, they see you as somebody who handles, when shit hits the fan, you handle it very well. You handle it very maturely, and you use it to make yourself stronger and better. And they really admire that about you. Like, I don't think they've ever, like, I'm hearing you're a role model for them. I don't think they've ever met anybody like you. So maybe they didn't have a lot of good role models growing up. This person struggles very hard with their authenticity, and as a result, they struggle very hard with their integrity. And I feel like that's something that you've really worked to cultivate. And something that it's like you require it in other people because you bring nothing less to the table. And so I feel like this person wised up really quickly into the connection that they were going to have to cut the shit pretty much if they wanted to make this work with you. And I'm kind of getting the sense that for many of you, there was either a really rocky period in this connection, or you straight up kind of cut them out for a while. With the Three of Wands, you may be at a distance from this person. But again, there's this waiting energy. They're waiting for the opportunity to... I'm hearing they're waiting for the opportunity to impress you. They're waiting for the opportunity to show you that they can be worthy of walking beside you. Because they see that you really take care of your energy. They see that you're, again, like a hard worker. You're not afraid to go after what it is that you deeply desire. You're not afraid to, take a lick and keep on ticking kind of an energy, and you grow from it. And it's not like this like retaliatory kind of angry, the best revenge is success kind of thing. It's like, no, you really want to grow. You want to make the best out of every situation. You want every tower moment in your life, every failure, every wound, every hurt that you suffer. You want every moment of suffering to be alchemized into knowledge, into wisdom, into success. And you really take the time to think about it, because I'm looking at the number 9 showing up, and it's giving me hermit vibes. You really take the time to think about your experiences and to learn from them and grow from them. Because it's like, what I'm kind of picking up on is like, that's the way that you are okay with, sorry, I have a burp that's stuck. Like, it's like, that's the way that you make peace with the crappy stuff that has happened in your life. That's the way that you make peace with all of the changes, the shifts, the challenges. Again, those like tower moments where the rug is just ripped out from under you. You use it and you grow as a result. You feed yourself. And it's like you expect nothing less. And I feel like you were really a shock to this person's system. They really care about what you think about them. Just as a side note, I feel like they look up to you immensely. Whether you're older than them or not, maybe you've established more success, or you're just like very, very aware. Again, a lot of spiritual energy here. Like, they look up to you. With the broom imagery as well, they also see how much you have cleaned up things in your life. Like, again, you don't leave messes. You learn and you grow and you move on. And they admire that so much, because I feel like this person makes a lot of messes and struggles to clean them up, and they're learning and they're working through these issues. So I'm trying to see if I get anything else for you. Yeah, this person, I feel like, knows that they want to make you an offer, but they know that they're not ready yet. So if this is, a friend, maybe you're not, you cut them out, or you've kind of like really put them on the back burner. If this is a relationship, you might straight out be in separation. If this is like a family relationship, you might be kind of estranged. Or like even like a collaborator or a work colleague, they know they're not putting in equal effort. And I'm looking at this too, because look at the communication. We have those 2 big circles and the 2 smaller circles. It's like they know they're not bringing, excuse me, they're not bringing as much to the table. They know they can't match you at this point. So I feel like they are waiting. They are trying to do their work. I don't know how successfully, but they're trying to do their work, and they are waiting for the opportunity to make their move, because I kind of get the impression that they know they messed up somehow. And for them, they kind of get this feeling and I can see why. It's kind of like they get the sense that they get one shot, right? It's like, I got one shot at this. So if I come back around, or if I, make a heartfelt apology, I have to be ready to walk the talk. And they're not ready yet, but they're working on it. And I'm not telling you to wait around for anybody, go live your life, do what feels empowering for you. But just so you know, like, this person is trying to figure out a way to approach you with something, especially if they have messed up. It's like they missed an opportunity, and it's kind of like this energy of like, they understand intuitively it's going to come back around, or there's the potential for it to come back around, but they know that before they come to talk to you about it, before they come to offer you anything, before they contact you again, they need to come at it right. They need to have some semblance of their shit together, or have fixed whatever the problem was. They need to do their work, because they know intuitively, if you do decide to give them another chance, or you do decide to take their offer, they get one shot at this, and they don't want to mess it up. So they see you as somebody who is very much in their power, somebody who is very powerful, somebody excuse me, who really values themselves, and values themselves enough to do their work, enough to grow, right? Because we have this 9 of Cups, right, and this 3 of Wands. Like, they see you as somebody who is waiting, somebody who is trying to manifest big change, somebody who's trying to get to their, make their dreams come true, make their wishes come true. It's like you're thirsty for your own success. And whatever that means for you. It doesn't have to just be like work related. This could be, again, your spiritual growth, emotional healing, whatever this is that you've been working on. They see how hard you work, and they understand that that's important to you, and they feel like you're very protective of your energy, and that you're very selective about who gets to spend extended periods of time in your energy. And again, very shrewd, very intuitive, very wise. And so they know that if they want to be back in your energy, back in your good graces, they want to share that with you again, they have to be legitimately doing the work. They have to be trying. They have to show up right. And they, to be honest, they're like, don't fuck it up again. Like, they know that they can't mess up again. Because it's kind of this energy of like, I feel like you will take the lessons from it and you will move on. Right? Like, you have a good sense of when when there's still life left in something, and when something is dead. And you will, you'll take the pieces of it and move on. And they know this. So, but how does this person, why is this person thankful for you? How do they see you? What are they grateful for about you? That you really kickstarted their own growth. You have a lot of wisdom. They really appreciate your talks if when you were having them, or if you're still having them. They're really grateful for how you share like your intuition, or your kind of intuitive hints. You might channel a lot, and whether intentionally or not, like messages from spirit. They really, really appreciate that. And they're really grateful because you've helped them kind of, you've shaken up their world with the Tower, and you've helped them get in touch with their deepest desires, their wishes, and help them kind of like start to plan on how to get there, right? How to do the work. And like how to take things step by step, and to have delayed gratification, and be working toward a goal, right? So this might be somebody who tends to kind of rush through things, and you're really teaching them to take it one step at a time, right? They really appreciate it. It's like you're helping this person to mature a lot and to kind of grow up a lot. So that is what this person is thankful for about you. I hope this has been helpful. I am wishing you the best, the brightest, and the most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care. Bye. Hello, and welcome to all of my beautiful, vibrant souls who were attracted to group 3 with this turkey spirit. This is card 61, so that reduces to a 7, in case that's important for you. And this one is give with gratitude and grace. So here we are really asking the question, what is the person that you have in mind? What are they grateful for? What are they thankful for when it comes to you and your connection? So of course you picked the mother of all gratitude birds, the turkey. And right off the bat, I was getting a very Queen of Pentacles vibe. So you might be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this person feels like you are very giving. You're very nurturing. You're like your love language could be small gifts or really like acts of service. It's also got a little bit of like a Cancerian vibe to it as well. So like, I feel like you will like be the mom friend. I feel like when somebody needs something, you are not afraid to just jump in. You're not even like, nobody even asks. Nobody asked. But like you will just do it. You'll just go to work on somebody's behalf. I feel like you will defend your, like, the people you love. I'm just hearing like defend your babies. Like you will make sure they have everything they need and more. And with the number 7 being present here, I feel like you're like people's spirit mom sometimes. Like you really pick people up when they're down and when they're having a hard time, and you just kind of mother them. That's really the energy I'm picking up when they really, really need it. Or at least maybe that's what you did for this person. This person could be, could be your mother, or this could talk about a relationship where, you're kind of like this maternal energy. This person could see you as like mom material. So if this is like a romantic partner, they could see you as somebody that they would, like, an ideal person to have children with, essentially, right? It's like this idea of like, not only do I see this in them in our connection, but I could also see this person being a wonderful parent. This person really, really appreciates that about you. This person like really appreciates your generosity as well, and that doesn't just mean materially, but again, you'll give your time, your energy. You'll give anything, like the shirt off your back, to make it happen, and you don't even think twice about it. It's just part of your nature to be very loving like that. And also very abundant. This person thinks that you give a lot because you have a lot. And like you have a really good flow of abundance in your life too. Like you receive a lot of just like little, like bits of luck, little like, surprise gifts, or like money kind of falls into your lap. Something like that. Your ebb and flow of abundance in your life in all forms is very well managed, is what I'm hearing, and this person sees that. This person sees you as very abundant energy. This person just like feels like at home with you. It's really sweet, actually. I really like it. So I'm gonna take the rest of your cards and lay them all out because I like to read them all together. I am not shuffling on camera today because, as you can see, I have busted up my hand pretty badly. And the shuffling process it's not pretty. You don't want to see it. So let's look at what you got. All right. Oh, you have soul time. I just want to read this while we're here. So this one says, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. I love that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. All right, awesome. Okay. Oh, you have truth be told. I like how this little owl just looks like so resolute. Like, yep, we're telling the truth here. That's what we do. Oh, yeah, what were we just talking about? We have wedding, and it says, marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Oh, I really like that. I'm sorry that this stuff is kind of... All right, that's not too bad. Aesthetic is not my strong suit. You have playfulness. Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. I love that. This is the hyacinth flower, in case that's important. You have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Don't freak out. It's okay. Okay. And then for your tarot, I use my other hand. I give up. We have, the Fool. I love this. Okay. The Eight of Wands reversed. This is fascinating for many reasons. And the Five of Wands. Okay. We have some stuff to talk about. Let's get into it. So we have kind of some contradictory, I'm trying to fix it, there we go. Some contradictory energy a little bit here. Because, as you can see, we have wedding, separation, we have this like playful Fool energy, and then we also have the Five of Wands. So we have some back and forth. Let's go over it. I want to mention too, we have a card 14 that reduces to a 5. All of the groups have had some reference to the number 5 today. So that's really fascinating to me. But if this is somebody romantic that you're asking about, you may have separated from this person, or I'm almost getting that something pulled you apart in the past. So this may be where like maybe one person was on the road a lot for work. One person may travel a lot, or may have wanted to have traveled a lot. I feel like you've known this person for a minute. And so there may have been periods of time where you were in communication, out of communication. This person also sees that, you know, with the separation card, regardless of, you know, what type of connection this is, you can kind of like, you can be apart from each other, and it's like when you come back together, no time has passed. Because with this soul time, you guys are, it's like your connection has different laws to it, different rules, right? You're connected at the soul. This is a very spiritual connection you share with this person. And we see this with the number 7 here too, right? And this connection feels very energetically abundant as well. There's a lot of energy here. Excuse me. And it feels like, yeah, again, when you kind of like, when you come back together, no time has passed, right? It's just very, it feels very open. It feels very, like the actual connection itself is very, very beautiful. And I feel like with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands reversed here, as well as separation, I feel like a lot of the issues that have come up in this connection in the past, and possibly now, have been kind of external circumstances and outside forces. So you may have had, like, if this is romantic, you may have had karmic partners prior where you have these karmic contracts that needed to be resolved, right? And then like you're able to come back together. But there's something where, you know, even when you're apart, it's like you're energetically, you feel their presence, they feel your presence, you guys think about each other a lot, you have a spiritual connection, and then when you come back together, it's like no time has passed. I'm picking up that if this is a romantic partner, I'm getting a strong romance vibe here, but it does not have to be. If this is a romantic partner, they definitely see you as marriage material. They see you as like wife and mom material. This person again, with, you know, timeless, limitless, and infinite, this person sees you as an amazing manifester, a very abundant human being. They just love you, right? And I feel like they may or may not have expressed this. If they haven't, I feel like they soon will. And I'm saying this because this owl is standing on the mask, and they have these open windows over the heart space, and there's a shitload of hearts flying out, right? This person may have needed to gather the courage to tell you how they feel. But they, like, it's like you've really opened up their heart space. Especially too, I don't know if you can see, with the 8 of Wands in this deck, this is like the mama cat is saving the little kittens from the burning building, right? I feel like this person is really grateful for you because they feel like you saved them from something. They feel like, you know, you pulled them out of some kind of darkness. You may have helped them separate from things that they were kind of maybe like an unhealthy relationship, or like a bad partnership, or, you know, a bad job. Like they feel like, especially with this 5 of Wands here, they feel like you really saved them from this like chaotic, conflicting, just like gritty sort of energy, this bad situation. And they feel, I don't want to say indebted to you, but like it's like this energy of like they feel like they owe you a debt of gratitude, but they also know you're the kind of person that will never come to collect on it. You'll never hold it over their head. They just see you as so graceful and so loving and so abundant and so effusive. Excuse me. And with the Fool, both the Fool and playfulness as well, again, there's this almost very like open, childlike energy here. You might really like children. This person may have children. You might be really good with kids. Or this person, again, is like, really thinks you would be a fantastic parent. And I feel like you guys, you just find a way to have fun together because, again, you're connected at the soul. So no matter how things look on the surface, when you're spending time together, it's almost always, it's very, very sweet. It's very, very fun. Again, I feel like it's chaotic, and I feel like this is mostly outside circumstances or other people that may try to interfere. But this person's also really grateful for you because you help them, with truth be told, you help them get in touch with what their truth is. Something that they were afraid to kind of express, something that they didn't, what I'm hearing is they didn't know if they, they didn't know they wanted it, right? And you help them to kind of like open up in this way. You help them to get clear on what they wanted. Because the Eight of Wands in general is, about fast forward movement. It's about travel. It's about like rapid fire communication. It's a lot of energy moving quickly, right? And I feel like there have been periods in this person's life where they've been very stuck, and you help them get unstuck. You help them move forward. And I feel like it's because you help them tap into this Fool energy, this playfulness, this curiosity and excitement about life. You may have helped this person kind of find their passion, find their soul purpose, find their life purpose, that driving force, especially if with the Five of Wands, if they kind of had a lot of people sort of whispering in their ear about what they should be doing, or they had a lot of options and they couldn't figure out which way to kind of move forward, I feel like you help show this person the path, because there's this little path leading through, and you help this person get very, very clear on what it is they truly desire. And it's like you pointed this person in the right direction. You help like rejuvenate this person. You help refresh them. And they really, really admire that. And they really, really appreciate that. If you were asking about a family member, I feel like this person helped to, help support your creativity, but also help to take care of you at certain points. And maybe, maybe the tables are turned now where it's time for you to take care of them. And you're like, I'm honored. I'm really happy to be able to do that. And this person sees you as somebody who will give back in this sense. Again, very balanced giving and receiving. This person really appreciates that. And again, I feel like both of you would never ask this of each other. Both of you would never hold this over each other's head. This is a really beautiful connection, I have to say. I think the only things that are a little challenging are the separation and Eight of Wands. And this can also speak to, like I said, there are periods in the past where you've been separated, but with the Eight of Wands, where this is about travel, those periods of time may be coming to an end. The energy may be kind of settling down a little bit. I think the only thing that's been a challenge within this connection has been those periods of separation. So you might be separated from this person right now and kind of wondering how they're doing. They're thinking about you, but they regard you very highly, right? They think you guys are connected at the soul, and they're really grateful for that. You just get each other. Like, you're two peas in a pod, you're the divine peanut butter and the divine jelly. Like, you guys just you just click. You get it, and you understand the truth of their heart, and they're so grateful for that, especially if they're used to wearing a mask with other people. They're used to having to kind of placate other people or give in to other people's demands, or they have other responsibilities they kind of have to cater to. If this is somebody you're interested in, there is the possibility where they might currently be married or in the process of getting separated from a wedded partner. They may also have kids, and they may kind of not be able to act on it, but they're kind of looking toward the future of okay, how do I plan that? And this is where the separation comes in, is maybe they're trying to separate from a current partner, and there's a lot of moving parts, and they're trying to kind of figure this out, right? Yeah, this is really lovely, I gotta say. So I'm just looking at what you have here. Yeah, just your energy, it's just so free flowing, right? You're so in the flow, and so connected to source energy, so abundant, so giving and loving and nurturing. And this is exactly what they're kind of showing is you quench this person's thirst. This person needed that so badly when you came into their life, or maybe whenever you come back into each other's lives, this person really needs your energy. It's very supportive, and they are always so grateful, and that's why this person's always thinking about how to make it up to you, right? I don't know why with the arch, how to bring it full circle, how to make something up to you, how to repay you. And again, they also they know you would never ask that from them. You would never hold it over their head. You don't give with the expectation of receiving. you just give because that's what's true to you in your heart. Like you're very open. Your heart space is very, very open. It's quite lovely. So good for you. You may have helped this person. Oof, excuse my burp. You may have helped this person through a really difficult separation. It doesn't have to be solely a relationship, but maybe they like lost a job they really cared about. They lost a family member, something like that. They suffered a loss, and you may have really been there to help this person, and they're so grateful for that. Like, again, you're just very loving, very giving, very caring, very supportive. I keep getting that supportive. And this person admires that and appreciates that so much. And again, it's like quenching a thirst. Like, this person needed that so badly. And they feel like you did it so effortlessly with these two cards too. Like you just did it. Like you just waltzed into their life, and like just when everything else was crumbling, you saw the potential, right? So with this Five of Wands, they may have kind of been through this period when or they may have had this period where like everything is like chaotic and conflicting and confusing, and it's like, what the hell is happening? And their whole entire life felt like it was going to shit. And you were like this little oasis in that process, right? Like where they saw like confusion and frustration, you saw adventure and possibility. You really helped bring that levity to the situation. And this person is so grateful for you, so appreciative. And like I said, if this is a romantic connection, I feel like this person is thinking about long-term commitments with you. And I will say, if this is somebody who maybe you were married and you got separated from this person, I feel like they really want a fresh beginning with you. I feel like they really want to still be connected to you. They want to know you. They want to like repair the relationship, because I kind of feel like it's again, it's like whenever you guys come back together, there's this beautiful soul bond, and I feel like that's what they want to nurture. And it's almost like, I don't care what it looks like, I want to connect with you in this way, because whatever it is you share, it's timeless. It is infinite. It's just every time you're together, you guys have this energy. Even if, life gets in the way and there's fights and there's chaos, it's like no matter what, you always share this bond. They always feel you at the soul the same way you always feel them at the soul. And I don't think they have a lot of that in their life. Like, this feels like a very unique, once in a lifetime kind of connection. And they're so grateful for it. Like, it's kind of this energy of like, even if, one of you walked out of each other's lives tomorrow and never came back, they would always just be happy that you exist. They would always be so grateful that you had what you had together, because they know that it goes on forever, right? It just, you guys are interwoven into the fabric of each other's souls, not just lives, each other's souls. And it's kind of this energy of like, okay, even if, I never see them again in this life, I'm going to see them again. We're connected at the soul. We have that kind of love, and it never goes away. So yeah, why is this person grateful for you? For your energy, for who you are, for the love, the commitment that you bring, for the support that you give. Yeah, just like your beautiful vibes that are, it's hard for me to like fully pin down. This person is grateful for the soul connection that you share, and for the way you just get each other, the way you just like click, the way you connect. I'm usually reticent to say this, but if you resonate with sort of like, soulmates, twin flames, those types of divine counterpart labels, this might be a connection like that, because this feels very, very special. This feels like a once in a lifetime type of relationship. No matter how this manifests, friend, family, coworker, romance, however this person is like, they're like, I'm getting like 1 to 2, like maybe you're only going to have 1 or 2 connections like this in your life for your entire life journey, and this person is one of them. So that's beautiful. I think that's pretty much everything I have for you. I hope this has been helpful. I'm wishing you the best, brightest, and most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care, love bugs. Bye.